Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'd like to return back to Poland and take a look at one of the Arpol civilian rations. Now these are the manufacturers that make the Polish military rations, but they also sell a selection of civilian ones. This is their off-road ration, designed for off-roading. So let's get this on a table and see what this pack contains. So as you can see, and I have here on the table this Arpol off-road civilian ration. Now, as I said in the intro, Arpol are the Polish manufacturers for the Polish military rations, so they also make civilian versions, and this is one of them. This one is specifically designed for off-roading. So the packaging looks very much like the Polish military, with the same grade plastic, obviously just a different colour. There is no easy open strip. These are nice and fresh with an expiry date of 2022, so it's a nice fresh ration. So let's bring in my old friend and just open this across the back and see what this pack actually contains. So nice strong packaging. Try and open this like an envelope. So straight off the bat, what do we have? We have a pack of crisp breads. There is a nice 400 gram portion of the mains. I believe this one is rice porridge with beef, so it's a very large, heavy 400 gram portion. I think most of the military ones tend to be around about 300 grams, so it's a larger portion than the military standard. We have an Isotonic drinks powder. There is also a FRH, flameless ration heater. We have a water sachet for the FRH, which is a nice touch. You don't need to have water. It's not for drinking. It says it does contain 0.1% bleach, so obviously that helps activate the heater. There is an instant tea, instant fruit drink. Recognise those from the Polish military rations. Well, this is the first time I've had one of these. Been looking forward to trying one. We actually get a tube of the condensed milk, Polish condensed milk. I've seen other people review those. I've never actually tried one myself, so it'd be nice to give one of those a try. We also have what I believe is a light stick, a glow-in-the-dark night stick, the sort where you snap and they glow. So this particular colour is orange, so that's a nice little interesting touch. I suppose if you break down and out back and fall before, it'd be handy to have. There is a knife, fork, spoon and napkin set. We have a couple packets of gum with the outer wrapping removed, obviously to hide the trade name, but it does look very much like a Wrigley's, but I do not know, but it's a couple of sticks of gum. And we have salt and pepper. So this is the contents. Nice and impressive. A nice little touch with the glow stick there of this Arpol off-road ration. So let's get these out on a tray and see what they look and taste like. And as you can see, and now I've here laid out on the tray the contents of this Arpol off-road ration. Now I've pre-boiled the mains, so it's very hot. It did come with a flameless ration heater, so boiling is probably the best way of cooking those. We have here the Isotonic drink powder, sorry, couldn't get my words out there. And for the hot drink we have the instant lemon drink. So they are both lemon, so I'm no coffees, no teas, so I'm going to have this one hot. This will form the hot drink. So seen these many times before in the military rations. As I keep saying, Arpol make the military rations, so a lot of these will be found in their Polish ration. So normal sort of dark brown large granules there. I'm not going to open the large packet of knife, fork, spoon. I'm going to keep those for one of my camping trips. So I'm just going to bring in, you know, the trusty old US MRE spoon to help me with this one. And I'm going to start filling the hot drink or the lemon tea. So as always, I like to give these the best chance, and I say it on most videos, so I should just give it half of a mug, give it its best chance of having some flavour. And then we'll look at the Isotonic drinks powder. Again, this one is lemon flavour, obviously designed to be poured into the pouch, sealed and shaken to be mixed. But I have a glass, so because I have and I can, I will use in the glass. And it calls for about a full glass of cold water. So a very, very fine powder. And we'll give that its full glass of water. Good mix. I think I'll also just give that a quick rinse, both lemon. Right there. I'm going to also open the crisp breads. So there are 2, 4, 6, 7 crisp breads there. Just bring in my little friend, just to cut across the top. Quite tough packaging. They're stood up well without any sort of box. You should just get one for now. Can get more if need be. Just put the others off the side there. We also have some sweetened condensed milk. I've seen these many times before. This is the first time I've actually had one to try. I know it's a very common theme in Polish and other European rations. So I just put it to one side there. And now we'll have a look at the mains. This is rice with meat and vegetables. So I've boiled it, and it's looking very much like the kasha, which is usually best fried, I've discovered, thanks to my fellow reviewing friend Tracy Phillips. But this one does look a little bit moister and wetter. It came with a flameless ration heater, not the normal fuel tab stove. So if it was heated by the flameless ration heater, it would have reconstituted like this. So, and let's just bring in a bowl, and we'll add that to a bowl just to help break it up a little. Looking different now to the kasha. Very large chunks of what looks like pork. So hopefully it is good heated in this fashion also. Very large amount, large pieces of beef, pork, I think that's pork. Break it up. Nice smell coming from there. Okay, so where do we start? I think I'll start off by having a look at the hot lemon tea. So it's a typical black tea colour. Nice flavour of lemon, nicely sweetened. Very much, I've had these before and I've said this before, if you're from the UK, very much like our common cold remedies called Lemsip. If you added a paracetamol and a few other ingredients to this, it would just be a Lemsip cold remedy. But that said, it's a very tasty, very enjoyable, sweet lemon flavoured tea. And I'll take a look at the cold isotonic lemon drink there. Delicately flavoured, not overly sweetened. But with that, it hasn't got the normal citrus punch that you get, or it draws your cheeks. So it's very mild flavoured. You can tell there's electrolytes in there, you can taste them, but it is a decent, energy ridden, laden, soft drink, cold drink. I think I'm going to now go straight to the mains. This is rice with vegetables and meat. As you can see, very large meat chunks in there, some carrots, some peas. Let's just try a little bit of the rice first, find out if boiling was the right option. Not as greasy as the usual sort of kasha, the Eastern European kasha. It is wet, it is moist. It isn't wet so much with grease, there is more like a vegetable stock. It feels like it's been cooked in a vegetable stock. Lightly salted, lightly peppered. Some large pieces of meat. Let's try a little piece of the meat there. I believe it's pork. Meat has texture, certainly has flavour. You do need teeth to chew. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more of the seasoning, so try the pepper. This is the black pepper, and it's not overly seasoned, so I'm going to use the salt as well. Salt and pepper usually enhances. I do like salt in my foods, so let's give that a bit of a mix. That is becoming a problem now with the British military rations. I've noticed in the name of making them more healthy, they're reducing the salt, but I have noticed that their meals are now becoming bland because of that. But they are the British military. This is the Polish Arpol brand. For me, it needed that little bit of pepper, a little bit of extra pepper kick, but stodgy, filling, not as greasy as the usual sort of kasha in this sort of cooking method, but I do think frying again would have been the better option. Filling, stodgy, very stomach filling in your stomach. You would certainly know you've eaten 400 grams of this rice dish. Now, let's have a look at the crisp bread. There is so many carbs going on in there with the rice. I don't think you'd really need it as a bulking agent, but I will try a little bit of the crisp bread with the rice dish. Plain, simple, white flour, crisp bread, good quality, nice crisp, nice crunch, sort of crisp bread that you can easily go with sweet and savoury. Let's take a little bit of this condensed milk and try some of that on the crisp bread. It's the only thing really we could do with this. So a nice good squidge of the condensed milk there. Very sweet, very tasty, a lot of sugar. You can taste the milk, taste the cream, tastes like creamy, thick milk with a lot of sugar. Would be great to whiten and sweeten coffee. It's also very nice, very sweet, very creamy, little bit of sweet pudding for after the meal. So we cap that. Let's refresh the palate. And finally, we'll just take a look at one of the gum with the outer package been removed. Not sure of the brand. It's just a typical little stick.
peppermint flavoured gum. Lightly flavoured. Very soft. I was suspicious it might have been the Wrigley's brand, but it doesn't taste anything like the sort of Wrigley's peppermint gum we have in the UK, so it's probably not a Wrigley's brand, but it's refreshing, it's soft, it's chewy, stick gum like many people are familiar with. Certainly has enough mint oils to clean and freshen your breath, and certainly will do the job. So overall, I wouldn't say it's my most favourite exciting meal, but it is certainly very heavy, stodgy, rich. You know you've eaten it. It's moist, flavoursome with the salt and pepper, so it would certainly do the job if you got broken down and you needed an off-road emergency ration. So I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.